Okay, so I'm coming up to Choccolocco Bridge here. I'm heading south, and I actually live south of here, but I had to go up and make a U-turn to get back. But this put-in's only a little over 2 miles from my house, so I imagine I'll be visiting here quite frequently. There are a few people down here already. A lot of people come down and park and fish. Really nice out this morning. The only problem is they think it might hit 90 degrees today, so we'll have to see. There's a lot more current in this morning than I thought there was. It doesn't look like it, but it's moving along pretty good. So I'm going to try to find places to fish where it's a little calmer. Now, usually reading the river, the way a river's coming down, the outside curve of the river is going to be your deeper spot, and the inside of the curve is going to be your shallower spot. So what I want to do, of course, today we have to find out if these fish are shallow or deeper, but right now I want to try to get out of the current, and I can tell over here a little bit. On this outside curve, I think we're getting a little bit of slower water. So I'm going to pull in over here. And bait up. Now, I'm fishing with night crawlers today. So I've been wanting for a long time to do a series on live bait fishing. I'm still close to that bridge. Here in a little while, I should be far enough away from that we can't hear it. Now, night crawlers need to be kept cool, so I have this cooler. If I can get the zipper open. I've got this camera up here. Let's see if we can pick it up with this angle. But I'll freeze a bottle of water. Now, this is spring water like you buy at the store. I buy gallon jugs of it, so as this thaws out, it's also drinking water. Now, I bought these night crawlers at Walmart. You really can't find these in Alabama. These are healthy ones. They're small compared to what you can catch up north. But I'll show you how I'm going to rig this up. Now, I don't like to have anything on my line any more than I need to. Now, I have a swivel on here. The reason being that these night crawlers, when pulled through the water, will cause your line to get real tangled, twisted. So I'm going to put that night crawler on there to where it just hangs loose. Now, a lot of people might consider this aggravating, but it catches a lot of fish. Now, you might not know what species, because bluegills will hit this, brim, let's call them here in Alabama, bass, catfish, you name it, you can catch it here. So let's give it a shot. You can see how I'm being carried along here. Now that's way little brim to bite, so this is a good example to show you. Well, that time they didn't get it. A lot of times they'll just take half that worm. Now the little ones will just peck that worm to death. The bigger brim will hit that just like a bass. Good throw. Well, that's ridiculous. I just caught some bait. Now this will show you that how small of a fish will hit a bait. Now that bait is bigger than this little old bass will be for a long time. That's ridiculous, but boy, that's a healthy looking little fry. There you go, buddy. This is what I meant about catching any species. This actually wouldn't be a bad eating size catfish. And here in Alabama, these things are about near a delicacy. Down in Florida, nobody wants to have anything to do with it. Not those saltwater ones. All right, buddy. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a huge cottonmouth over there. Huge. I'm gonna back up and let that dude have his space. That thing must be 3 feet long. I hope somebody can see that in here. Those things aren't afraid of you either. They'll stand their ground. They are some stubborn snakes. I told you you can catch anything fishing with these night crawlers. Here's a doggone freshwater drum. I didn't have my camera set up right to turn it on. It fought me pretty good. I'm still going to try to catch something to brag about today. We'll see. There was a blue heron over there enjoying the morning. And a nice morning it is. Good morning, Mr. Giant Blue Heron. I don't know if anybody can see that gar down there in the water. Just sitting there. Yeah, he took off. We have to take a minute to listen to the birds. not a bass, I don't think. There's no jumping. Yeah, it was. Doggone, he got off. That was a pretty good spot. Did anybody see it? Damn it. I don't know, what's your language? Well, that was not keeper size, but it's a fish. The deal is I don't have any night crawlers left. I didn't get but one box. And you really need, if you're serious, you need to buy 2 or 3 of them. So I've got one night crawler left. And it's just a small little like piece of one. But I found a place to fish here today. This is a eddy here. Current comes down this way, and then we get an eddy coming back around this way, so we have a swirl here. Now I'll remember this next time I come out. So this was my biggest deal today, finding fishing holes up here. And so I found a good one. See that? Okay, so my my battery ran out on this GoPro I got on my head here. And I have an extra battery in my pocket, but I'm not gonna put it on here because I used up my little box of worms. I don't know why that thing's sure looking white on me there. I don't know if anybody knows I gave myself a haircut. Anyway, I found a real good eddy here, and that was part of coming out here today, was exploring this Choccolocco creek that I've never been on before. And I think it's going to be a pretty good fishing spot. You know, it takes a while to learn your way around and stuff like that. What did I do today? I caught about 3 bass. Now one of them got loose. The 2 I kept were too small. And I caught a drum that nobody eats around here. And what else did I do? Saw some good flowers and a big old cottonmouth snake, and I mean a big one too. One of the biggest cottonmouths I've ever seen. And so anyway, this was my first time out here, and I'm going to paddle around a little bit. There was really too much current up here today, but I'm glad I found that eddy. I'm going to remember that. But anyway, thanks for coming along on what was a successful day out, but not really a successful day fishing. But we will improve on that a lot. So thanks for coming along. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.